Yeah, my name is Robert Taylor. I'm a Nunda man from the Yamatji Nation in the Midwest, and I'm the current CEO of WAITOC, which is the West Australian Indigenous Tourism Operators Council.
Tell me, what is WAITOC?
WAITOC is a peak Aboriginal tourism body representing over 300 members, but 180 of those are Aboriginal tourism businesses that have grown over the past 22 years of operation.
Give me an update. If tourists come over to Australia, Perth, Western region, what can we expect?
Yeah, you can expect a whole lot of different experiences because there's over 150 Aboriginal cultures across Western Australia. A lot of people think if you have an Aboriginal experience anywhere, you've had it, but it's completely different across the whole of Australia, but Western Australia as well. So when you go on a tour, you can end up having a guided tour and learning about the Dreamtime stories of the Aboriginal people. You might hear stories of colonisation and how they survived it and how they still survive it. You'll get to taste bush food. You can go fishing and hunting in some areas, as well as go on boat tours and actually hear the stories of what the waterways mean to the Aboriginal people. So lots of different activities to be had and experiences.
Robert, what does this mean, event for you, this Global Summit 2024 in Perth? What does it mean for your company?
Yeah, look, we like to be able to showcase what Perth does. So it's great to have the conference here. And also, WAITOC is probably one of the leaders globally in Indigenous tourism development. Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada is probably the leader at the moment, and then Maori tourism and WAITOC are very much the same. So it gets for us to showcase what we do as Aboriginal tourism businesses, but also being able to connect to WTTC, because WAITOC also runs the World Indigenous Tourism Alliance, which is a global Aboriginal tourism body, and we would hope that hopefully we'll be able to connect better with WTTC on a global stage as well.
How important is this for tourists that are availing your services?
Very important, because we're helping develop the product so the experiences are easier to find, easier to connect to, and also the experiences are a much higher level for visitors when they come and learn about the culture.
Tell me, if I'm a tourist visiting Perth, Western region, what sort of things that I should do that would change my mindset regarding this place?
For sure. Coming to Perth, there's over 15 to 20 experiences across Perth. So some of the operators operate in Garkalup, which is Kings Park, which is up in the hill, one of the biggest parks in a major city, definitely in Australia. We also have an island just off of Perth as well, Rottnest Island it's known as, but also Wandjama, which you can go and visit there and get a selfie with a quokka, which is apparently the friendliest animal in the world. As well as, there's just down south you can see the stars. You can look up because the light pollution isn't that great. So even though Perth's known as the City of Lights, if you go an hour south or north, you can see the stars, which is quite wonderful for some people, because in some countries they don't get to see that in their cities where they live.
Sustainability has been a key topic these days. What say you about this matter?
Yeah, so Aboriginal people for years have cared for country because they believe that their connection to country is very important, because we're only passing through, we don't own the country, so we have to look after it while we're here. So that's a key thing for any Aboriginal tourism business is sustainability of the country itself. We are working on a current Aboriginal tourism plan with the state government called GINA, and that's something that we'll be looking at in the new version of that, because it's coming up for a redevelopment in that plan, and we're looking at how we can increase the sustainability of those businesses as well.
I guess this last question is, what's the message that you're putting up here in this Global Summit?
The message really is that Indigenous culture helps preserve the culture through tourism. Tourism is just a vehicle they use to preserve their culture, and also, I guess, the interpretation there is about teaching people that come here about the culture as it was before colonisation.